total coverage here on The Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN and WFAN-FM, New York.
Rob and John, thanks very much for seeing me once again. The last time we met, we talked about putting together a 360 approach to really sell units in this particular marketplace. So, based on what I gleaned from our conversation, we've done that. We put together a 360 approach to increase shopper awareness in the 13 Microsoft stores in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut marketplace, and the countless Best Buy retailers in the marketplace in the tri-state area. And we're going to do this by tapping into multiple touch points with the help of endorsement guru Boomer Esiason. We'll engage consumers throughout their weekly routine, and this will build interest for driving them to purchase the product in the stores. How are we going to do this? In store, online, and in car. First, we'll ask Boomer to share his weekly insane routine and how he cannot live without his Microsoft Surface Pro 3 products. We'll reinforce this idea by reinforcing the product online and getting people to understand where they can purchase the product at Microsoft retailers and Best Buy retailers. And while people are in their car, this is a marketplace that has millions of people driving to and from work. While people are in their cars, we'll inspire consumers with Boomer's voice to stop by the various retailers to pick up the product. Our agenda is quite simple, based on the information that you give me. I call this CUT, C-U-T. We want to connect the Microsoft Pro 3 to the 22-week largest of football on The Fan and the on-the-run life of Boomer Esiason. We want to use CBS Local Sports, our digital assets, to brand the product to tri-state area football fans and highlight the work-life balance that you talked about. And lastly, we want to tie this program back to the increase of sales of Microsoft Surface Pro products. If we don't sell products, you'll never talk to me again. And I like you guys. I want you to talk to me again and again and again. The goals of the program, really simple. I call them purpose, process, payoff. The purpose is to extend the NFL Network sponsorship that you already have across the country in the biggest market in the United States with an ex-NFL superstar and a very, very credible guy, Boomer Esiason. We'll do it by using Boomer to connect the brand in ways that consumers will see the benefit of purchasing this product. And the payoff is, again, if we can't sell these, then you'll never talk to me again, and I like you guys. I want to talk to you again and again and again. We want to make sure that people will know where to pick these up. Now, I sent you some qualitative information before. This just highlights yet again that the listeners that these guys are talking to every morning is the consumer that you want to buy the product. They have high household incomes, high individual incomes. They're college graduates, they're really smart people. The Boomer and Carton are #1 in adults and men in the suburbs in many demos, certainly in men, very high in adults. And they reach a lot of people every morning. So the fact that your brand is on the biggest sports radio station in the country, the #1 sports radio station in New York, and the home for New York sports, with Boomer Esiason pushing that he uses this brand, to me, it's a touchdown. Work-life balance. We talked about work-life balance. What does it mean? Well, we want Boomer to use his prowess to have live endorsement reads on the air. We'll have him do pre-recorded reads on the air. We'll do many billboard announcements, jet and giant live reports from guys that are in the field with the teams. we'll do fan van on-site activations, and with those fan van on-site activations, you'll get promos. Those promos are very valuable because they're pushing people to the Microsoft retailers, the Best Buy retailers in the marketplace. And lastly, and I believe most importantly, the online and on-device domination. We're going to give you 4 million impressions, targeted banners to our sports hub, streaming audio, and a football vertical. While I didn't offer it here because they tend to go pretty quickly, if we can come to an agreement today, I'll make sure to call in right now to find out what we have available. Who is more busy or busier than this guy? In 2010, Newsday did a piece on this guy. He is moving all over the place. Fast forward to this year, 2014. It's Monday Night Football. It's Thursday Night Football. It's his foundation. It's the inside the NFL portions of his day that he has to deal with. It's WFAN. It's the CBS Sports Network. My God, he needs work-life balance. This product, he needs it. So I went to Boomer and I said, listen, I think I got something really pretty decent for you that will help you. And I said, I would like for you to endorse it. And he said, sure. He said, listen, if they want to, tell them to give me a few for my foundation, and I'll weave it into everything that I do. So I wrote a spot, and I had Boomer cut it because I wanted you to hear how it would sound on the air.
Hey, this is Boomer Esiason. Everyone knows that when football season comes, my life becomes busier, faster, and more complex. Whether I'm here at WFAN or doing the Sunday show for the network, or maybe flying to different cities to call Monday Night Football games, or working every day as the chairman of my foundation. That's why I love my Microsoft Surface Pro 3. Get this, it's incredibly thin and light, so when I'm moving from my car to a plane to the studio or other parts of the unknown, I never ever feel that I'm lugging around a 5-pound weight. The features on it are world class, and I can actually write on it. It has an adjustable kickstand, a full-size keyboard, a USB port, and it gives me the freedom of a touchscreen. All that, and it has the power and speed to do the real work with Microsoft Office. So do what I did and get your work life back into balance and pick up your own Surface Pro 3. It's the tablet that has replaced my laptop. Let Surface Pro 3 replace yours.
Introducing Microsoft Surface Pro 3, the tablet that can replace your laptop. Available at Best Buy.
With every spot that we do, whether it be pre-recorded and or live reads, we'll have the stores tagged where people can pick this up. And while we just said Best Buy here, we'll say Best Buy Westbury, Best Buy Westchester, so that people can really lock into a place that is probably right around the corner from them. On Air continued. We talked about this earlier. Paul Dottino and Crystal Presti, they're like embedded reporters with the Jets and Giants. They're with them every place that they go in the marketplace. And the fact of the matter is that people really lock into these reports because they want to hear who's injured, who's playing, who's not playing. And every time that they call in during the week, you will be a category exclusive sponsor of these reports. It looks something like that, available at Best Buy, the official sideline technology sponsor of the NFL. It's a minimum of 7 spots per week. On site, we'll have the WFAN fan van around your stores.
And crew this Saturday at Best Buy in Westbury, New York, located at 1100 Old Country Road. We'll be there from 11 to 1 with tons of fan freebies and a chance to win tickets to an upcoming New York sporting event. It's all from the fans. Sports Radio 66 and 1019 FM, WFAN and WFAN FM, New York.
To complete the 360 approach, you can't do it without streaming and mobile and digital. So we're going to add streaming, mobile, and online impressions, 4 million of them over the 22 weeks, with targeted banners on our sports hub, streaming audio, a football vertical that we talked about that if we can do a deal today, I can call in and find out, what we have available. The objective: create synergy with the national campaign that you're spending a lot of money on the network with the local Microsoft and Best Buy locations to sell MS Pro 3 units now through the end of December. And the solution is use the assets of WFAN, CBSNewYork.com, and the endorsement prowess of Boomer Esiason to connect the theme of work-life balance together. If we do that, I believe that will create a touchdown. The referee's a little sick.
Bring your own whistle.
Yeah. Simply, on air, 872 total mentions, online and on device, 4 million impressions, on site, 10 fan van appearances. We can do more if you'd like. I'm sure that we can. And the additional elements, which I think are very important, is that you have a guy who's very, very credible in this marketplace that will be talking about the Microsoft Surface Pro 3 product. If you look at all of the games that will be on the NFL, you know, the NFL shows, Fox has Jimmy Johnson and his crew using the Microsoft Surface Pro 3. It all ties in to what you're doing nationally. Again, I gave you the recap on the previous page, but it's all broken out here. I have a flash drive for you so that you can take a look at this, and we can talk again right after this. I didn't include this in here, but if we can agree on this in the next 48 hours, I'll include 5 pairs of Giant tickets or Jet tickets to home games. You can take care of those people who are that you really want to in the marketplace. And of course, the sponsorship of the Giant Jet Reports with Paul Dottino and Crystal Presti. 872 total terrestrial mentions, 4 million digital mobile impressions. This is total domination on our station when most people are listening the fourth quarter to WFAN. To me, it's a no-brainer. $295,000, which I don't have in my pocket. I paid it for you right now, but I think it's for what we've put forth here, it's a really, really great opportunity for you guys. Note that we have 27 markets across the country. We can certainly do something digitally here that would make sense to tie everything in. And thank you.